Hello and welcome to the first episode of Review and Retire, where today we're going to be looking first at set 76935 Nascar Next Gen Chevrolet Camaro's ZL1. The Nascar Camaro was first released in August of 2024 and is now retiring at the end of this year, 2025. So you should get it while if it's still available. I think it's gone out of stock now, so oh well. Now, the building experience for this set was, as usual with Lego, very, very nice, not too complicated, especially since it's, for 9 plus. And when it comes to the design of the actual Camaro, I really like the sort of yellow, black, orange, turquoise colour contrast. It's a really nice design and helps stick out in the sort of, I don't know, it's really nice colours. And it's, instead of being like a solid colour like the 2019 Nascar Camaro, the multitude really helps. And I mean, the best part is probably the front here, where you've got sort of orange front bleeding into the back, black with a nice fire decals essentially. And it's just a really, really nice colour to have. And this sort of contrast makes it definitely stand out. A lot of the regular Speed Champion sets are just a solid colour or very, one colour. Whereas this is very dynamic and definitely adds a splash colour to the display and, breaks it up a bit. Well, this is not an actual NASCAR driver's, car. It's not like the F1 cars from this year where they are actually based on a lot of real designs, whereas this is it's a real car, but Lego have sort of taken the liberties, so that might be why it's really nice. But I mean, NASCAR vehicles usually have a lot of bright different color contrasts and look really eye-catching, so this definitely gets the point across of those cars whilst also being an original design. Getting a bit closer on sort of the stickers, you've got the number 94, some sort of fake sponsors there. They don't actually put proper pictures, but got the NASCAR Cup Series, which is sort of the main line one. That's sort of like the Premier League of NASCAR, sort of the flagship event. Some more, you got the Chevrolet logo there. It's a really nice sort of design here. And then opposite, well, not the same. It's the same thing on the back. Got a few more. There's like fake sponsor things at the back. And then the Camaro logo. NASCAR ZL1, of course, that's the version of the Camaro that they use. I mean, now it's just the Chevrolet ZL1. What is the world coming to? A stock car racing event doesn't even use a stock car. They don't make the Camaros anymore, if you don't know. So it's a bit weird that, but again, really nice decals. The sort of fire motif around it sort of marries up all the different colours together really nicely too. Taking a look inside the car now, of course, it has the sort of removable windscreen like most Speed Champions do. They don't have, openable doors. In here, you've got the sort of metalwork pipes and stuff. Then you have sort of the gear stick, steering wheel. It's the inside of a car. I can't tell you much more that you probably don't already know. But now we'll finish off with a minifigure, as I mean, most people usually start with them, but the main part of the set is the car. No one's buying this set for this guy. That's not how this is working. I mean, still a nice representation of a sort of generic NASCAR driver. You've got those colours, the turquoise and purple, that NASCAR logo, the Chevrolet logo, all very nice to see, and they make a decent figure. But again, no one's buying Speed Champion sets for the minifigures unless they're, movie cars. So overall, the set itself, I'd probably give, I'd be willing to give it either an A or an S tier grade. I mean, compared to the 2019 Chevrolet Camaro Speed Champion set, which I suppose this is a remake of, it's significantly better. It's more detailed, it's much more interesting design than just the solid blue colour like I mentioned earlier. It's a lovely design, and I think it definitely is one that you should try and pick up. I mean, we are a bit late on this review, but maybe if you see it online, maybe eBay, or here in the UK we have Vinted. If someone's just trying to get rid of it, this is definitely not a bad one to just get. Maybe as a collectible, or even for just kids. Essentially, it's still a good toy at the end of the day. And I mean, I wouldn't even be bothered picking this up at its full price. For £21, that's still a lot of money, but these Speed Champion sets are usually very good on value, especially these sorts of ones where, I mean, they've just had a price hike, but this one, at this price, I mean, I wouldn't say you can't go much wrong. I mean, sales could make it even better. So yeah, Happy New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, whenever this comes out, or before then. And I hope you have, leave a comment down below saying which is your favourite Speed Champion set from 2024. And, maybe subscribe to see what more comes.
If you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything.
Guys, thank you very much.